everybody, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. Now I do have a brand new TV series recommendation for you. This one is called Indian Summers. Now it came out in 2015 on PBS and it deals with the British occupation in India. Now this is a very well done TV series. It reminds me of a Downton Abbey or a Gilded Age. Now it does deal with the topic of colonization, racism, classism, so there are some very difficult things to watch, but I believe they handle it superbly. They tell it from the British side, the Indian side. It's about political unrest of the Indian people who want to rebel and take back their country. It is about the British trying to hold on to their power. It's around the time of Gandhi when he was rising to power and influencing people to rebel. There's a love triangle, there's passion, there's mystery, there's murder. It is very well done. Now apparently there were only 2 seasons. It was canceled. The first season is currently streaming on Amazon. I will link the trailer for you below. However, if you're not in America, you can Google it or perhaps check it out at your local library. But it is very, very good. But you guys, we have a lot of juicy royalty to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. So Gary Goldsmith, the 58-year-old uncle of Catherine, the Princess of Wales, is now appearing on a reality show, Celebrity Big Brother UK. Now, he is a very successful multi-millionaire businessman and the younger brother of Catherine's mother, Carol Middleton. Now, he seems to be a little bit of a shady character, perhaps the black sheep of the family. He's been married 4 times and in 2017 had a little bit of a domestic dispute with his 4th wife. But now he's appearing on Celebrity Big Brother, and many people are worried he's going to say something that could jeopardize Catherine's health or embarrass the royal family. Now, one thing is very clear. He is very much on the side of his niece and the royal family. He has done nothing but sing her praises, saying she's a lovely girl, she's a beautiful person inside and out. He has talked about the time he met William for the very first time, how Catherine was cooking, and William offered him a cup of tea. He also talked about how he believes that when it was the trio, Harry, William, and Catherine, that they were all very, very happy, and it wasn't until Meghan Markle came around trying to rewrite history, stating that he was unhappy and miserable. He says she's a drama queen and she's a spoke in the wheels of the royal family. Well, I agree 100% with all of those statements. Now, many people were asking him, of course, about updates on her health. All he said was she was getting the best medical care in the world and that she might be watching him from behind a sofa in a very nice house. Now, I do believe he has the best of intentions, but I'm worried his mouth might run away from him. He does look like a very out there character. So let me know if you're in the UK, are you tuning in to watch Kate's uncle on the show, and do you think he's going to get booted off right away? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. So Meghan Markle is heading to Texas, y'all. That's right, Meghan Markle is heading to my neck of the woods. Now, Meghan Markle is heading to Austin, Texas, where she's going to be part of the South by Southwest Festival as a keynote speaker. Now, the American Festival South by Southwest made an official announcement on their Instagram page announcing our final keynote session for the 2024 South by Southwest Conference. On March 8th, International Women's Day, join Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, Katie Couric, Brooke Shields, Nancy Yuen, and Erin Haynes for a conversation on breaking barriers, challenging stereotypes, and working toward a healthier society on and off our screens. Oh, I'm sorry. I fell asleep. Talk about the most boringest subjects. To me, it sounds like an episode of Meghan Markle's upcoming rebranded Archetypes podcast. Didn't she do an entire series on archetypes, but she really meant stereotypes, where Meghan Markle had conversations about women being called a diva and how that was a horrific word, like we're all living back in the 1950s. To me, when they said breaking barriers and challenging stereotypes, that sounded like something that Meghan Markle had them write in the description. Is she going there to speak so they could then talk about her upcoming rebranded podcast? Of course, it has now been officially launched on the Lemonada platform. You can go over and re-listen to her gobbledygook word salad if you want to. It's now available on quite a few streaming platforms. It has now been officially moved from Spotify over to Lemonada. Now, when I went to the official Instagram page for South by Southwest, you guys, they were ripping her. Nobody likes her and nobody wants to hear this woman speak. Now, you have to remember, this was not a royalist site. This was for a music and film festival in Austin, Texas. Now, Austin, Texas is a little bit more liberal. It is very diverse, and people from all over the world, around 300,000 people, are going to attend this festival. So for the amount of negativity and backlash in the comments in regards to Meghan Markle tells you the pulse of what people really think of this woman. And it's not just in the royal sphere. It is literally everywhere. People cannot stand her. So some of the comments that people made were, I'm disappointed that Meghan Markle was included. There are other female trailblazers that are a better choice to speak on the topic. Another person said, why? Meghan contributes nothing but empty words. Another person said, grifter, it's a pass for me. Will she discuss how she's a narcissist? Another person, hard pass on Meghan. Another person said, oh, good grief, save us all. Hard pass. Another reason not to go. Another person said, why, you must be joking. Again, the comments, there were a few people who were happy to see her, but most of them were extremely negative. I'm glad I sold my tickets. Continuing the worldwide privacy tour, I see. Another person said, nope. Another person, I could not care less about any of these people. Another person said, isn't this an indie film festival? What's going on? Again, I do find it weird that the South by Southwest is turning this into a feminist TED Talk about stereotypes that are keeping women down. Are you kidding me? Are we in 1950? What the heck are you talking about? Meghan, this is not an episode of Archetypes. This is a music and film festival that also deals with emerging companies and technologies, entrepreneurship. People don't give a rat's patootie about the barriers that are holding women back and stereotypes. Who is concerned about that in 2024? We've got a lot bigger problems than being called a diva, sweetheart. Apparently, Archwell is sponsoring this event. I do believe that WME might have gotten her in there to speak. There is rumors that she had to pay her way. That's probably why Archwell Productions is involved. They had to bribe these people to let her on the panel. But it definitely sounds like a boring snooze fest. And I guarantee you the only people who are going to be in attendance are going to be the media. Or as Prince Harry says, the media, the evil, the media. Because they're the only people who are going to care to listen to the word salad that she's going to spew. So I'm going to keep you all posted if I get any more details about Meghan Markle's feminist TED Talk. So many people are wondering, why exactly is Meghan Markle appearing at South by Southwest? Well, according to royal expert and friend of the show, Kenzie Schofield, she believes that Harry and Meghan could be eyeing up Silicon Valley. there at the South by Southwest Festival, there's going to be hundreds of digital brands and thought leaders in the industry. Now you have to remember, Hollywood is not exactly going well for Harry and Meghan. Their Netflix deal is rumored not to be renewed next year. WME has not signed Meghan Markle to any major brand deals, and we all know that Meghan Markle got Spotified over at Spotify, meaning she got a freed up future. Now today, Lemonada officially launched Meghan Markle's Archetypes 2.0, where they're basically redistributing archetypes on their platform as well as a couple of other platforms. But big deal, anybody could do that for free. Harry and Meghan are desperate for money, and they certainly cannot go back to the royal fold. So if they don't make it in Hollywood and they can't go back to the royal fold, the only place left would be the entrepreneurial tech field, the philanthropy. And we all know that Meghan Markle believes that she's the world's greatest feminist and that she is a philanthropist, but we all know that's a bunch of phony baloney. Meghan Markle is not a feminist, and she certainly is not a philanthropist. If we all remember, Meghan Markle did all of those Instagram moments where she looked like she was a charitable person when she was trying to bag herself a prince. In my opinion, she used it all for PR. Remember when Harry and Meghan had their meet cute moment when he slipped into her DMs over on Instagram? He looked at her Instagram and was like, oh my God, she's like my mom, Diana, oh my God, right? He looked at her Rwanda photographs where it looked like she cared about the children. But we all know behind the scenes, Meghan Markle showed up with a photographer, full hair and makeup, disappeared for hours, and only showed up for those fake PR moments. Meghan Markle is a fake philanthropist. She is a phony. She is not even a feminist. The only way Meghan Markle has gotten to where she is today is from her daddy, who paid for everything, including her college education, her first husband, Trevor Engelson, who helped get her a part on a show called Suits, and of course, Harry. Her husband got her the title of Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. If she did not marry her husband, nobody would know how to spell her name. Meghan Markle, sweetheart, you have not accomplished anything. But in my opinion, Meghan Markle is still an actress. She's playing the part of a duchess. She's playing the part of a feminist. She's playing the part of a philanthropist. She thinks that we're all stupid and we can't see with our own eyes that she's a fake. But Meghan Markle really believes that she's smarter than any of us. She believes she's too academic to talk to Hollywood people on her podcast. So now Meghan Markle, in my opinion, is going to South by Southwest so she can get brand deals for her upcoming podcast. Lemonada is selling ad space. That is how Meghan Markle is going to make money, because Lemonada has nada in the terms of money. They only made $5 million last year. They can't even afford to pay Meghan Markle. She took a huge step down going from Spotify to Lemonada. But here's the thing that Lemonada has that Meghan Markle wants: credibility in the feminist philanthropy space. Meghan Markle is now trying to position herself to be with these feminist women, to be with these power players in philanthropy. And of course, Harry wants to come on down and try to get himself into the tech space because they want to get themselves with companies who are policing the internet. Remember, Harry works for Better Up, so he does have a job over in the entrepreneurial space. So in my opinion, I can definitely see Meghan Markle trying to get herself aligned with companies who want to support her upcoming podcast, as well as trying to get people to appear as a guest on her show, because Meghan Markle and Prince Harry know that their days in Hollywood are numbered, and they know that the door is firmly shut on the royal family. So the only way these two are going to succeed is possibly in the fake philanthropy and the entrepreneurial space. So I believe that Harry and Meghan, besides having a massive obsession for security, self-importance, and money, is controlling the narrative. So if Harry and Meghan can get themselves aligned with other corporations who are in charge of policing the interwebs, that would be literally a wet dream come true. So could Meghan Markle be using South by Southwest to look for brand deals and sponsors and guests for her upcoming Feminist Philanthropy podcast? Because in my opinion, she needs all the help she's gonna get. Well, guys, thank you for stopping by my channel, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.